Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and Star. Did you know cats can get hiccups? I did not know that until this one is sitting here hiccuping in my arms. But anyway, there's Star. And today, I'll let him go. And today I got Hades. Oh, and this is Hades. This is Hades, and he's got the loudest purr when he's willing. Okay, out. Because they may be adorable, but they're also so stressful. Here's my poor plant. He's now got this leaf gone and this leaf gone. And this has a major hole in it. This one has a major hole in it. And I'm just trying to figure out what to do with my plants. Because it's not like I could put stuff to try and keep them out of the dirt. But they're hanging, like, they get up on the back of here and then they swat at it and stuff like that. And so I'm probably just going to cut this bit off. If I grow out more sprout things and stuff, I'll have to find somebody to give them to, because as much as I love them, I've got way too many plants and way too many sprouts. So they haven't really messed with these ones too much that I can see, so that's good. It's just this one that dangles, and then some in the other room, which I can keep them out of because that one is a little more what they're getting into. Anyway, y'all came for yarn, right? I know you came for kittens. Before we move on, remember to hook that subscribe button, knit the like button, and leave some yarn in the comments. You know, I'm gonna talk about my stuff in a second, but I was just watching Crystal Vago Day talking about how she just pretty much wants to focus on tutorials and everything. I love that we each get to evaluate what works for us, what doesn't. Doing tutorials is so hard for me. It's hard for me to do clear and concise. It's physically hard to sit in a position that with overhead cameras, all the things. It's just, yeah. But for her, it works, and that's great. And she has so many tutorials. It's great. But she also talked about lives and how she has no plans to ever do a live again. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, if I was willing to do lives, then maybe my channel would grow faster. But I've tried doing lives on a different kind of channel. I've like kind of poked in at some lives. I don't watch them. The comment section in a live chat drives my brain boggles, and managing the comments in a live video also drives my brain crazy. And then I kind of get in a, I don't know what to say. I admire that some people just seem to get on, they can do lives, they have ease of chat, and it's great. That's cool. Go you. I love it. But I get to acknowledge that it's just not for me. So sorry if you were hoping for lives. Now, if you do want to do a video chat with me or whatever, that can be arranged. I stopped doing my yarn parties. It was fun. I seriously enjoyed visiting with the people that came. Like, loved it. But it's just so challenging. I don't know if I could find a different time that would feel better for me. The problem is that afternoons would probably be better as far as my energy levels go, my capacity to participate, but also afternoons is when I'm running kids to work and things like that. So I don't know. Anyway, y'all, let's talk yarn. I have been making progress on a couple projects. I'm saving my hats for Thursday. So I have a Santa hat I'm making and the tithing hat I'll talk about on Thursday. My temperature socks we'll talk about after my birthday. And so that leaves us talking about sweaters because that's the only other thing I've been doing. I wanted to do some of the other things, like the mystery yarn challenge. The idea that you make so many things, whether it be a bingo card or letters, that's not conducive with my knitting and crocheting time. If I was making a lot of little amigurumis, fine. I could do a bunch and it would be good, but I'm not. Currently, part of my problem also is that I'm working on big projects and loving working on those big projects, so not doing a lot of little projects. It is. And so I haven't been working on the bird of the month. I haven't been working on any kind of mystery yarn challenge things. I have not been working on pretty much any kind of a collaborative thing. Like I've had my, the yarn fort's there, the project's not. My blanket that I'm making that I was working with a subscriber on, I kind of put that on pause for a while. Partly because of my arm, partly because of these other projects are just pulling me in more. So let's look at these other projects. I have two things to show you guys today. I have my sweater and all its tail yarn stuff. What the heck? It's like in a big old knot. That's gonna be fun to figure out before I can work on it. Anyway, I've got my sweater. I have a picture of it on. I will put that picture up here. Before I started the sleeves, I am working on the sleeves here. And the, let's see, this one here has my little mark in my increases. And I have one more free thing hanging up there. Looks like I will do my increase on this next round. They're really close together, the increases, which is fine. So I'll have one more increase, and then I think what I need to do is not increase, decreases. They're decreases at the sleeve here. I need to probably put my sleeves on try-on cables to see how I feel about the sleeves and the sleeve length before I start the ribbing. So I'm excited about it, and it's gonna be fun. It is so close to being done. I probably should have this done before the end of November, possibly before the end of this week, maybe next week, maybe before Thanksgiving. We'll see. I'm excited about it. That's fun. It's super fun. It's always fun when you start getting close to the end of a project, because you get to see like all your work coming together, and because it means I'm getting ready to start on something new. I found a pattern. I'm going to show you a picture of the pattern. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for showing that kind of thing. Okay, I'm not going to show you the picture because I've found that some people get like really upset about copyright issues, including if you post their pattern, including with a link to your pattern, which I don't understand. If somebody wanted to post my picture and they have a link to my Ravelry, or, well, I don't, my patterns aren't exactly on Ravelry, there's confusion there, but if somebody wanted to post to my Etsy, and they share my pattern, they're like, here's this pattern you could make and here's the link to Etsy, I would not complain. Now, if somebody was posting my picture and claiming it as theirs, I would complain. If they were posting my picture and linking to a pattern that is they have copied from me, I would complain. But sending people to my link with my picture, That doesn't bother me at all. But I've heard that some people do. So I will put a link down in. It's got what's called butterfly sleeves. I've heard other names for the kind of sleeves as well, but I call them butterfly sleeves. Basically, when you are sewing with fabric, you have this big circle, whatever size circle, but the outside of the circle, and then you've got an inside, which is the armhole inside the circle, and it's off-centered. And it's off-centered, meaning that then the circle kind of hangs at the same spot. So however big you need it here to make your circle, that kind of thing. And so it's like a little fluttery, fluffy circle or sleeve. They're my favorite. I actually can show you a picture of that kind of sleeve because it's a picture of me. It's from high school or junior high. The last dance, or the only dance, our school was so weird. We didn't get dances in junior high, but the 8th graders got to go to a dance at the end of the year, which made high school so much more fun because we had dances like almost every week, and I loved going to dances. Anyway, so I'm going to put up I'm going to put a link to that pattern down below because I want you to see. I want to figure out how to get some really nice yarn in a color that makes me feel heavenly and make me a sweater with those kind of sleeves. Once I learn how to make those kind of sleeves, then I can add them to anything I want to make, and that's exciting too because I really love that style sleeve. So there's that. Now for this sweater, do you remember this one? Oops. Here's the front sides. I wanted to show you the front sides for a second, okay? Because see, here's the front with the buttons are on this side. You have a little neck thing that would go up around it. Obviously, it's made for a little kid. So you have this. You have your little buttonholes here. Okay. I started with 2 brand new skeins to make these. And I lost my, it's way over there, my cable hook. So I started working on, here's the back. On the back, I was up to here. This is the bottom down here. And I had to switch yarns. So it was so close to the top when I had to change yarns. Well, on my sleeves just today, on these ones, I finally had to change yarns. So the same front panels, I worked up the front panels, and then I continued with both of those yarns for both sleeves, and I got to here. So that's how far each skein did. It was up the front panel and onto the sleeves. These sleeves also, I just have one more increase to do on them as well, so I'm getting really close. Like I said, my goal is to have this done by Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is it next week or 2 weeks? I don't know. It's coming. Can you believe I've had my kittens for a month and 2 days? Like, what does that say? Everything's blurry down there. But yeah, I've had my kittens for a month and 2 days, and that means that Thanksgiving's so soon. But let's see, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow I should get my other increase done, and then Thursday probably finish the sleeves. So I could be sewing it Friday. I should have this done this weekend, all the way done. Maybe not the buttons on. We'll see. Because I'm not sure if I have buttons. I've got to look and see, because I may have to take this to the store and buy buttons. But that's exciting. I could have this done this weekend. If not, what I might have to do is actually, before I sew it together, actually take the time to do the blocking. Only because it's got the cable stretch thing, which makes a difference. I wouldn't really care so much about the sleeves, but I would care about the front and back, that there to the right size. So I may have to do blocking this weekend. So I may not be able to sew it together until Monday, but we'll see. I'm so close. It's exciting because I definitely wanted to have this done by Thanksgiving. And I think it's definitely doable. Yeah. And if not, then Thanksgiving evening, I will finish it. But yeah, I need to put that in my mind. Look for the buttons to see if I have buttons or if I have to go to the store. Because that's important. Because if I need to go to the store, I do not want to go Thanksgiving weekend. Anyway, that's it for now. That is all I'm showing today. Talking about stuff. I get on these things. I've been doing this for 15, 16 years. I'm looking for the colors that I feel like make me look amazing. The colors that they don't cause shadows, they don't cast a gray thing to my grayness to my skin. They don't reflect on my skin. It really is annoying when you're wearing a color that like the color just shines up on your skin. So I don't want the color to reflect. I don't want it to highlight my my under eye circles or that kind of thing, which black does to me. I don't want it to make me look yellow. I don't want it, or green. I don't want it to make me look gray, yellow, green. Those are all like not good colors for me, for my skin to be. I want it to where my complexion is just like cleared up and I look so much younger. Been playing with Photoshop and some color palettes from a system that is kind of new to me. I don't know that a lot of people know about it. Her approach is very different. She uses alchemy in that she uses elements. So when she looks at a skin, she's looking for specific qualities. Is there a natural light to your skin? She says that these people look backlit no matter what environment they're in. And I think my one daughter's might be light. She has what she calls the air. There's kind of a chalkiness to them, but it doesn't necessarily absorb light or reflect light or have its own light. It's just kind of almost matte. And then there's abyss, which is the water, and it's like their complexion kind of draws in light, sucks the light out of things, and it pulls the light in, which is very intriguing to think about. And then the earth, which she calls metal, they have this reflective quality in their skin, and so there's a lot of light reflection and stuff. They look really good in shiny things, stuff like that. So that's her approach to color. And then she has like some design line elements, whether or not your energy is flowing like this downwards, going straight downwards, going straight upwards, or kind of going like this out. And then when you put the two together, it can also affect the lines and colors a little bit and stuff. So this is her system. Is it perfect? Probably not. But I'm finding that there's a lot about it that makes sense. I feel like if I could take all of the different systems and pull the parts that make sense to me together, I'd come up with the perfect system, but I am not going to do that. But I think I finally found my color palette. And if I'm right, most of these colors up here, like even this purple, not so much this way, not really this cream color, but this kind of orangey red brown color, not the peach color, but this red for sure, this kind of white, probably pink maybe, I don't know, and then the greens that are in here for sure, and then the blues for sure, and even like this kind of a charcoaly color is in thing, all the different grays and blues out here. So it's just this one and this one that aren't really in the palette. And Millie, my beautiful snake, she is also in that color palette. And I love that snake. I love the colors of the snake. I'm like, I want those colors. And so it's really funny to me because I love the colors in this and I love the colors of my snake. And it's just really fun. If I am right, then I am an abyss, which is water, and also have water lines. So I'm a double water. She calls that a moody artist. It's fairly accurate description, but my daughter and I, we've decided I'm the moody mystic. And the other thing about it is I was like, I want an animal, I want a water creature that resonates with me, because like mermaids, they are either depicted as fairly peppy, which isn't accurate, as kind of seductive sirens, which isn't accurate to me, or just really mean, which also isn't accurate to me. And so I was looking for, I'm like, if I could come up with a water mythical creature or even just an animal that resonated with me, what would it be? As I'm thinking about it, I'm like, a manatee kind of does. A dolphin is just too peppy for me. But I found one. It's called Nereids. Nereids. There were 50 of them. They were daughters of the old men of the sea. They hung out with Poseidon, and these particular ones are similar to naiads. They are water nymphs. Naiads are apparently for fresh waters, rivers, lakes, and streams, which is fine. And from what I've read about naiads also work. Basically, I consider myself a water nymph. But the Nereids, they are considered, they're more associated with like the Mediterranean Sea, and they were supposedly very helpful they're like considered gentle, kind, helpful, and they their powers bring peace to the water and the winds, which I really liked as well. They're also depicted as very beautiful with long flowy hair. I'm getting there. And I don't know, that I just really liked it. One of the things about the naiads was like they are considered to be very friendly and peaceful unless you do something to compromise their water that they protect, and then they become very vengeful. And I thought it was kind of funny because we refer to me as going mama bear. I mostly am peaceful. I am mostly kind and gentle and considerate, and if you step on something, like if you cause harm to my kids or something that I'm passionate about and I feel I need to take care of, I can become very mean. And we have called it going mama bear because I can definitely go mama bear. And mostly I'm peaceful until you do something. And so now I'm like, we're now going to call it Mom Went Naiad. I went naiad on you, like, and unless you've experienced, you don't necessarily know. My daughter, my one that has been on the channel with me a few times, Cheyenne, she's like, I'm scared of you. She's like, most of the time you're really nice and you're really kind, but when you're not, you're really not. So I felt like naiad was pretty appropriate. So Nereid, naiad, water nymph. I'm a water nymph. I'm going to claim it. Whether or not I turn out to be this, what she calls stormy summer, whether those are whether that's actually my palette or not doesn't really matter, because I still am going to claim it because I really liked it. I really resonated with it. So if you just want to call me the water nymph, that's awesome. Anyway, I'm done rambling with a little tidbit of information for you. Remember to let your light shine through your creations, whatever they be, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!